Hello everyone, it's Leo and it's time to talk about episode 9 from Wonderful PreCure. What a blast. I had so much fun watching this episode. I laughed out loud quite a few times and it was just pure mindless fun. I loved it. So let's talk about it. The first thing I want to say is something I have said in my previous impression video about episode 8, which is the following. I feel like Wonderful PreCure has been very eventful in the magic part, in the lore, in the PreCure side of things until the first episode. And then I felt like episode 8 changed that. And I feel like it seems that now the season will start to slow down a little bit and focus a little bit more on the girls and their daily routines, more like regular stuff for them, especially now that we're having a focus on school. And it's funny because I feel like this episode kind of made an example of that, because at the start we had a very funny, like the comedy on this episode was so on point. Everything was so on point. We had Mei Mei appearing and giving the uniform to Komugi and saying Komugi is going to school. And then Mei Mei tried to explain a lot of things about the diamond in Nico Garden and talking about its powers, talking about how powerful and important it is and how its magic can change things. And then the girls were not paying attention. Obviously, this is a running gag from Wonderful PreCure. And it's like, for those girls, what is going on in Nico Garden and the animals, it doesn't matter that much. They're just living life. They're just having their fun. They're just enjoying things. They're children, so it's to be expected. And so Mei Mei was trying to explain, they were not paying attention, and I was kind of angry because I wanted to know more. I wanted Mei Mei to go a little deeper on what they were saying, but it did not happen. And I like that the fact that Komugi is going to school got resolved very fast. How did they enroll Komugi at school? Doesn't matter. Mei Mei got rid of everything. We don't know, but honestly, do we actually need to know? I don't think we do. And Mei Mei said that it's because of the power of the Nico Diamond, but we don't know how or why. I have a hunch on why. I believe Mei Mei did it for Komugi to become a little bit more responsible and to take her mission as a PreCure in a more responsible way by consequence. So I don't know. It's just me thinking. Just a theory of mine. So we have the girls going to school and we have so many funny scenes. The way Komugi is excited about everything. And it's funny because they just go. Like, Iroha does not explain anything to Komugi. They just go. She did not prepare Komugi for absolutely nothing. And it was very funny. Komugi saying hello to everybody. Komugi catching the shot at the start in the soccer game. Komugi's introduction. Girl, Iroha's faces, Satoru's faces, they were priceless. I loved that. And the way Satoru really quickly thought of Inukai as Komugi's surname and Komugi getting all happy because of that. Everything. And then they gave a little plot for Komugi at school, which was cool, which is the soccer club and the guy Sho, if I'm not mistaken. Sho was very motivated to beat Komugi because he is someone who takes his training with soccer very seriously. And she's a good goalkeeper because she thinks it's a fetch game because she's a dog. I love it. It's like so simple, but it works so nice. And, she catched all the balls, very great goalkeeper. Gold medal for Japan in women's soccer in the future. Komugi, stay alive, baby. Japan needs you. And so, things went by very nicely because I had a blast with so many moments in this episode. The way Komugi was having her fun and she ate a lot. And, lots of little jokes here and there. The way she was trying to eat with her mouth. Oh my God. And then Satoru gave her a spoon. That was a little Ultraman reference, I think. Very nice too. And then after eating, she becomes a dog. Mayu does not understand anything. Oh my God. And Iroha I feel like also it's very nice to have Iroha because Iroha is someone who is able to take the comedic part of everything very well. She's a very good comedic duo with Komugi, being the serious one, becoming all desperate. And they were able to show that on their faces very nicely in this episode. And then we get to a point in which we see them talking a little bit more and showing that Komugi was at the start of the episode, Komugi was dreaming at going to school, and now it's real. And then she wakes up, she's actually there. Is this part of the magic of Nico Diamond? Granting wishes for the animals? Maybe. I don't know. And then they find a Garu Garu egg with Sho. Sho gets it to train. That was so funny. Oh my God. And then they run after him. They try to convince him to give the egg back. He's like, no way, babe. And then we see Satoru struggling to run. Satoru, if you're going to become a PreCure, you're going to need some training. And then eventually Komugi gets the egg and she starts running. She runs a lap around the school. Girl, Chiyu, I think you're also, you should also be worried about your track and field position. Chiyu was a jumper. Komugi can probably do that. She had to run a little. Komugi can probably do that too. Oh my God. I'm talking about Chiyu from Healing Good PreCure. Komugi gets the egg and she runs a lap around the school. And then the Garu Garu is born. It is a duck. And oh my God. Again, very, very funny. The chase scenes for me are not that interesting, but at least I had a lot of fun in this one because of the comedy. It was gold. The girls looking at the duck and thinking it's very cute. Oh my God. And then the duck, just throwing, being very vicious at them. Love it as well. And in this episode, they did not use any of the killing animal powers. They just used their own powers, and it's nice for the first time Cure Friendly's shield worked. Work, girl. You are now on par with Cure Anjay. At least once the shield has to work. And it did work. It worked nicely. It rebuked the duck, and Komugi, or Cure Wonderful, used her technique at fetch to catch the duck. Satoru's idea. Satoru has more than 2 brain cells, so Satoru's good. And then after Komugi captures, they use Friend Liberare. I think the resolutions of the fighting scenes, or the action scenes, not fighting scenes, the action scenes are lacking. Very lacking. But at least, comedy-wise, it was gorgeous. So Komugi's first day at school was very funny. And at the end, we finished the episode with Iroha talking the things that happen in school for Komugi, because Komugi thinks it's all fun, and it's not. We know school is, or can be, a hard environment sometimes, and she talks about that for her. And then I really thought that Komugi was gonna enter the soccer club, or at least train with Sho, but she does not care. She just wants to be with Iroha all the time. So Komugi's school panic, so much fun. And the ending of the episode was also very cute, because one of the things I'm really liking is the fact that Komugi really keeps her dog mannerisms when she is human Komugi. And she does that all the time. It's very funny, and it works so well for the comedy, but also for the characterization of her. I really like it. And at the end, she says one. She responds to things as one. And Iroha's trying to take that away from her, but that is not going anywhere. At least that's not what it seems. Very, very cute. Very, very funny episode. I laughed a lot. And next week, we're going to have an episode focused on Yuki's story with Mayu. Ooh, I'm very curious to know how they met each other when Mayu was younger. Oh my God, I'm very curious about it. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, here on YouTube, if you're a member on Patreon, if you support me through Throne, thank you very, very much for your support. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.